Hi, this is reading a plot. I think this is going to be part 5, might be part 6. And I just want to show you another drawing real fast, and I'll kind of cruise through it as quick as possible. Right, so I'm looking at a drawing now of a significantly larger theater than the other two that we've looked at. This is an 800-seat theater, right? And so if we were to look a little closer at this drawing, we'll see the layout of the building. This hatched area off to each side is the proscenium arch. This set of notations on this side are the line sets or the battens, and each one is given a number. If it's in use, it has a purpose, and then the little dimension here is how far it is away from the plaster line, right? So our plaster line is right across here, center line is here, right? And so then let's look at an electric. This has regular electrics are in this venue are raceways, and they are dedicated electrics. It's always an electric. And I needed more space, so I invented or creative or absorbed other battens in the theater to work as auxiliary electrics. So I have a 1A electric, I have a 2 and a 2A electric, and you'll note that there is information associated with it, right? So I have how high that pipe is, what its vertical trim is, as well as the line set number. It just helps when the electricians are hanging it. But you can see it's fairly normal information across here, just like we looked at it on the other plot. So there's the gobo and the fixture, and it has a template in it and a channel number. And again, the electricians assign the dimmer numbers, so I have not included them on this drawing, right? I've got a drop-in iris on that and a gobo here, and we just count across the pipe, right? So that's the on stage. The blue lines that are here, this is the set, right? And this yellow area, and there was a bathroom on stage and a bedroom, and this is another bedroom and a dining room. And so all of that information about what the set looks like, at least in plan view, are included in the plot in some form or another. Now it also looks like that there are lights here without information. Those filled in lights without any information are there strictly to represent what the lighting position looks like in plan view. But if you were to look at it from the stage or look at it in side view, this is that cove. So there's a ladder of light that's here. There's a larger ladder of light, which I don't have any units on. But this is what this position would look like. As we move front of house, it's the same thing. I have yoked out fixtures, and then I have fixtures that are hung straight down. And out to the catwalks, I have house light notes. So this is just a larger venue. Now, as we move down, let's go down. There is another page to this drawing. In this page, we have all of the set mounts. For this show, there were a fair number of fixtures that needed to bolt directly onto the set. So I had 2 wide flood pars that are actually attached to the back of this wall, and I can show you those details. And I had this par that's attached to the back of the wall. Floor units, right? So this is a backdrop, a printed backdrop, and so I have lights along the floor to light it. And then I also needed to light it from above, and the easiest way to do that was actually to attach to the set, right? Now, also on the set are a series of practicals, right? So there's a sofa lamp and a chandelier that's hanging there and a lamp by the chair. There's another lamp over here. There's this chandelier back here, the practicals in the bedroom. And that's what they're called. It's practical lighting fixtures, whether that's a lamp or a chandelier or heck, even a flashlight is considered to be a lighting practical. Now for the details, I actually I use the set designer's drawings, and I show each of these positions in elevation. So I give the electricians an idea of how high off the floor I want the fixture and where I want it mounted left to right. This is drawn as if you could see through the wall. I also put in the lighting fixture, so I have a sense of what the set designer is thinking for the elevation of that light fixture, and so that I can get my stage lights to focus underneath of it. Here are the Psych Lights and how they attach to the back of that flat and the kind of spacing that I'm thinking. So yeah, it's just these sorts of details to allow the electricians to do their job. And then the last page is a lighting section, which is a side view of the theater. If we cut it right down the middle, if we cut the entire theater right down the middle, what would it look like, right? And so here are the electrics. The little dashed red lines are my sight line. If I were to sit in the very front row of the theater, what would I see and what wouldn't I see? And since it's lost in Yonkers, we don't want to see a lot of lighting equipment. We'd rather hide it all. So I have determined the height of all of these pipes in relationship to the height of the borders so that we can actually hide all of the lighting equipment that's in the space. And then these are just side views of the front of house where I can where I can start calculating beam angles and figure out what kind of fixture I need from where. And this is called a lighting section. So those are the 3 pages of a large theater professional plot. And yes, and so I believe I'm going to post these files online so that you can look at them more. All right, thanks so much, and I will see you again later.